Hello everyone, myself Sneha. I am currently pursuing my education at Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering. Today, let's see leveraging data science for climate change analysis and mitigation. Now, leveraging data science for climate change analysis and mitigation. Data science holds immense potential to drive meaningful action against climate change. By harnessing the power of data collection, modeling, and analysis, we uncover critical insights to guide sustainable policies and empower communities to build climate resilience. Now let's see leveraging data collection and monitoring. In this, sensor networks, satellite imagery, community engagement. So sensor networks deploy vast networks of the environmental sensors to gather real-time data on temperature, precipitation, greenhouse gas levels, and other climate indicators. The satellite imagery utilize satellite data to monitor land use changes, deforestation, rains, and other environmental markers over vast geographical area. And in the community engagement, empower local communities to contribute their observed and creating a holistic data ecosystem. Now let's see predictive modeling for the climate forecasting. So in this climate modeling, early warning systems, scenario planning. So climate modeling develop advanced climate models that integrate multiple data sources to forecast future temperature, precipitation, and extreme weather patterns. In the early warning systems, use predictive analytics to identify potential climate related risks and trigger early warning systems to help communities prepare. And in the scenario planning, explore different emissions and policy scenarios to inform decision making and long-term adoption strategies. Now let's see analyzing emissions and carbon footprint data. In this, emission tracking, carbon footprint mapping, supply chain optimization, circular economy. So emission tracking, monitor and analyze greenhouse gas emissions data from the various sectors to identify the biggest contributors and opportunities for the reduction. And in the carbon footprint mapping, create comprehensive carbon footprint assessments at the individual, organizational, and community levels to drive targeted mitigation efforts. And this is supply chain optimization, leverage data to optimize supply chains and logistics, reducing emissions from the transportation and distribution. And in the circular economy, analyze materials flow and waste streams to transition towards a more circular and sustainable economy. And here we could able to see carbon emissions per capita by the country. Now let's see optimizing energy efficiency and the renewable energy. So solar energy, wind power, and energy efficiency and smart grid. So solar energy leverage data to identify optimal locations and the configurations for the solar power generation. In the wind power, utilize meteorological data to maximize the efficiency of the wind energy projects. And in the energy efficiency, analyze energy consumption patterns to implement targeted efficiency measures in buildings and infrastructures. And in the smart grid, integrate data-driven technologies to create intelligent responsive energy networks. Now, let's see assessing climate change impacts and the vulnerabilities. In this, risk mapping, vulnerability assessments, adoption planning. So risk mapping, identify and map areas most vulnerable to the impacts of the climate change such as sea level rise and extreme weather and resource scarcity. In the vulnerability assessments, analyze the socio-economic, environmental and infrastructure factors that determine a community's ability to withstand and recover from the climate related disasters. And the adoption planning use data-driven insights to develop tailored adoption strategies that protect vulnerable policies. Now let's see developing data-driven mitigation strategies. So in this policy optimization, behavior change, carbon capture and storage, finance. Policy optimization leverages data analysis to inform evidence-based policy making and support the implementation of the effective climate change mitigation policies. In the behavior change, use data-driven insights to design targeted interventions that empower individuals, communities, and organizations to adopt more sustainable practices. In the carbon capture and storage, develop data-driven strategies to scale up carbon capture, utilization, and storage technologies to remove greenhouse gases from the atmosphere. In climate finance, utilize financial data and analytics to mobilize climate-focused investments and the fundamental streams to support mitigation and adoption efforts. And here we can see 5 steps that business can take to fight against climate change. So in this, reimagine waste, increase awareness, minimize business travel, cut energy usage, choose sustainable solutions. The reimagine waste, reducing waste and recycling minimize the generation of the greenhouse gases. In the increase awareness by informing individual of the impacts like actions and the make. In the minimize business travel, boost carbon efficiency by reducing and rethinking business travel. In the cut energy usage, improving energy efficiency reduces climate change pollution. And in the choose sustainable solutions, work with the suppliers with whose business decisions are efficient and by climate change. These are the 5 steps business can take to fight climate change. Now let's see conclusion and call to action. So as we know, data science holds the key to unlocking innovative solutions for addressing the complex challenge of the climate change. By harnessing the power of data, we can drive evidence-based policy making, empower communities, and accelerate the transition to a sustainable low-carbon future. So join us this urgent and transformative endeavor to leverage data science for the benefit of our planet and future generation. So thank you for watching my video guys.